This actually happens to be a hadith of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, in itself. That the provisions of a Muslim, the provisions of a mu'min, believer, they are increased in the sacred and the pious month of Ramadan. So basically, it is a hadith of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. So this question that is usually posed, the ones do not really realize that this is actually a hadith of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, wherein Hazrat Salman Farsi radiallahu ta'ala anhu actually happens to be the one who narrated this hadith, a beloved companion of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, rather. And since we do discuss the name and iterate the name of Hazrat Salman Farsi radiallahu ta'ala here, at this instance, I wish to state that my Sayyidi, Shaykh Ahmad Mohsin, he actually, he was telling this to us earlier. He visited the mausoleum and the mausoleum of Hazrat Salman Farsi radiallahu ta'ala when he was on his tour to Iraq in a city called Salman, which perhaps potentially is named after him. So yes, Hazrat Salman Farsi radiallahu ta'ala happens to be the person, the beloved companion who actually narrated this hadith of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. Now that is quite lengthy actually, the hadith. So the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, the account of that really is that the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, delivered a sermon at the end of the month of Shaban. And the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, then stated, O people, to you have come the month of greatness. To you have come the month of greatness and blessings. So this is the sermon that the beloved Prophet is giving to the people at large, that, O people, to you have come the month of blessings and greatness. It is such a month. It is such a month, one single night of which is better than 1,000 months. One single night of which is better than 1,000 months. Now the interpretation of that follows that, as per the scholars of Islam, is that that night basically is, which is being referred to here, is the night of Laylatul Qadr. Wherein the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, in that regard said that, O people, to you have come the month of greatness and blessings, and it is this month, that in this month there comes a night which is better than 1,000 months, which is better than 1,000 months, and it is this very month in which Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has made it compulsory upon the Muslims to fast in the days of this month and to observe Qiyam, that has been made as a nafil by Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, to observe in the evenings, in the night, in the form of the Taraweeh prayers. So that is what this month really is, the benefaction of it. And it is such a month that if a person performs a good deed in this month, it is as if he offered a farz act in another month. It is as if the person offers a supererogatory nafli act in this month is similar to the person offering a farz act in another month. So that is the blessing of this act. And then the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, stated, the one who offered a farz act of prayer in this month, it is as if he offered 70 farz acts in another month. And then the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, stated that this month is for the patient. This month is for the patient. It is of patience, and the reward of this patient will eventually be the grant of paradise, the eternal rewards that there is for us, the ones who will observe their fasts in the month of Ramadan. And then the beloved Prophet stated, peace be upon him, that this month is also of compassion. This month is also of compassion, and this month is also of goodness. And then the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, stated that the person who provides food to the person who had an iftar at the time of iftar, when he was about to open his fast after the Maghrib prayers, his sins are pardoned. His sins are pardoned. His neck will be freed from the fire of hell. And the person who provided food to the person fasting at the time of iftar will get the same reward that the person who was fasting would actually get in the first place. and then there would eventually be reduction in his, there would be no reduction in his rewards as well. So Hazrat Salman Farsi radiallahu ta'ala anhu then humbly inquired that, O Prophet of Allah, what if some of us do not have the apparent means of providing food to the person who is fasting in the month of Ramadan? To that the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, stated, a single sip of milk is enough. If that is not the case, then a single piece of date shall suffice. And even if not that, then a single sip of water will also suffice. So right there it is, that he will also get the reward. The person who literally and merely endeavors to provide one sip of water to the other person who is fasting in the month of Ramadan, right there. And then the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, stated, then on the other hand, from another spectrum, there is this person who has the means to provide food to the person who is fasting in the month of Ramadan, and he does that. And the person who is fasting and he opens his fast after iftar, he eats to his full. He eats to his full. The Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, stated for such a person that very person will be made to drink from my hawz. Allah Ta'ala will make that person to drink from my hawz-e-Kausar. What an unrivaled blessing that is to take account of. And then the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, subsequently also stated that this is the month whose first part is that of mercy, rahmat, whose second part is that of pardoning, forgiveness, and his third part is salvation from hell, salvation from the fire of hell, being free from the fire of hell. And then the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, stated about those and discussed the employment requirements, the employer and employee relationship in this perspective as well. And the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, lastly said that the ones and the person who minimizes the workload of his servant or of his employee, in the month of Ramadan as a gesture of respect for the holy month, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala will pardon that person, and Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala free that person from hell.